Hey y'all, welcome back. I have another guide here for you. This is going to be a short one on herbalism knowledge point allocation, and I'm going to give you some tips that I've learned over the time testing and playing. So let's get into it. So what you want to do is come over and unlock Bountiful Harvest right away and put 40 points directly into Bountiful Harvests. Then you want to come over to Botany, unlock it, and put 25 points in here. Now what we're searching for are these 3 perk nodes at the top at 15, 20, and 25 for the 15 Perception, the 45 Finesse, and the 30 Finesse perks. Those are going to be really nice stats to have. Then you want to go back over to Bountiful Harvest. Now this can go one of 2 ways, and it's personal preference. The first one is you can funnel all your knowledge points into a single subsection down here, so you can max this out at 40 and then move along and go around the ring as wherever you want, right? The choice that I made, that I really prefer actually, is I chose to spread my knowledge points out evenly across these tiers to maximize profits across the board when open world farming. I feel the Jack of all trades, Master of none was a better starting place versus the funneling option. Because you never know what you're going to run out into the world, and it's nice to have perks and bonuses to everything you can herb, right? So after we have maxed out this entire tree, the Bountiful Harvest tree, completely maxed out, we can go back over to Botany, okay? Now, once we go to Botany, we're going to max out the rest of the points we have here, and then we're going to go down to Cultivation next. Make sure this is the next one you go to, put 40 points into here, and then we want to go over to Mulching. Now, there are some things you can create with Mulching and Cultivation, I think, through the actual thing like this magical mulch and stuff like that. And from what I've heard, is that the materials used to create these things actually you would make more money just selling them than what you use to create and what you get back on them. So that's just what I've read and friends have told me. You can test it out all you want, but I think if you just we're just searching, we're just learning these obviously to fill them out, but they have passive bonuses through everything through here, like some finesse, some perception, a deafness, and some more perception through the cultivation tree, and then through the mulching tree there's some deafness and perception and some more finesse. We really want those passive perks from these trees, right? And then let's go over to overloading. Overloading, I think, was better in Dragonflight. People had specific builds for overloading. I don't think it's that great in The War Within. And I rarely use it if ever. So once you have no points to spend, no more points to spend in your other trees, right, and you're just left with a pile of them stacking around, fill out this tree. I mean, you may use your overloading every once in a while. So yeah, just there's no right or wrong which way to do this. Just yeah, fill this out whenever you have extra points when you're finished with the other 2 trees. Okay. All right. Then we're gonna go over real quick to our tools. I'm not going to get too long-winded with auctions, but I will do one thing. I'm going to go for the beginning of the expansion and the current state of the expansion. Okay, so obviously the launch was super hype, and so people were buying materials, didn't care what quality they were, right? They were just buying tons of materials off the auction house at any rank to level up their professions or to use them, right? So finesse was a really good secondary stat to have. Because it just gave you a chance to get more of your more quantity, right? Well, season 1's out, the hype's dead from the launch, and people have their professions pretty much maxed out or getting close to it, and are now looking not for quantity but for quality, and that is where perception is going to be a very useful, a very needed secondary stat for your profession tools. Perception is going to give you the chance to get more quality 3 material finds while you're out herbing. So we want to make sure that your tool, when you get your 590 made, you want to make sure that you get a perception missive on it and then enchant it with the 120 perception. Okay. Now, I slipped my finger open, so I haven't really been keeping up on my tools and my acuity farm, and I have no idea why I have a rank 2 here, but anyways. So that is basically the tool section. And then the other thing that I really want to get into is if you don't have these file of true sites, now the rank 1 and 2s I just haven't got my skill up yet on my alchemist to get the rank 3s learned. But as you can tell, they have 75 perception, and you can see these camouflage mining and herbalism nodes, right? These work in all the zones and will maximize your profits when it comes to how much you see in the world. You'll be able to farm way more, see more nodes, and sometimes the nodes are right next to another node with the camouflage ones. So really, these are a must buy. Or level up an alchemist and try to get lucky with your discoveries to learn this and make them yourselves, because they're really, really helpful. The T1 gives 75, the T3 gives 95 perception. I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure it's 120 perception for the third one, rank 3. So definitely get those. Then there are other things. Not really been a very big like cooker or fisher or anything like that, but I have noticed there are some fish and items in the game that actually increase your finesse or perception for a short amount of time, like throwing some fish back in the water or something around Dorne and whatnot. So make sure you look for those on the auction house. Do a little digging on those. Those will really help you increase your base stats when you're out just, farming. So also, if you're looking for routes for farming herbs, I have made a video for it on my channel. Link will be in the description if you want to go and look at it, and there will be just copy paste bin for all the routes and some ways to get your add-ons installed and whatnot. So I hope this helps someone out looking for a knowledge point guide and some helpful tips for herbalism and the war within. Thanks for watching, and until next time.